What you got there, Ricky?
It's a new drill press. Be able to drill slow enough for roll bars.
Yeah, so this one will go down to 200 RPM.
Yeah.
Harbor Freight to the rescue again.
I know you're gonna dig this.
There we go. All right, we got it all put together, and it's actually pretty easy to do, honestly.
Yeah, two-man job though.
Not a lot to do it. Give you everything you need. So let's get back to getting this roll bar done. So we're back to where I guess we left off at, and the drill press is all set up. So we had to make sure that we were level here and level on the table, so we're not drilling, the slightest of angles. And we were a little bit off, so we shimmed up the bottom with license plates, and since we were at a stack of them, it worked fantastic for that.
Yeah, it looks, so the drill press itself is square with itself. Yeah, the floor is slightly off level probably.
Yeah, and then
Now our
pipe
workpiece.
is level.
Yeah, so we're all set up.
So let's see if the slower speed actually helps for cutting through this, because I didn't like it before. All right, so here goes nothing, but I also want to point out on this drill press, it's kind of nice. It has a little drain hole for any oil or, whatever you're using lubricant to go into the bottle, so you don't end up with it everywhere. So, yeah, let's, oh, man, we got a light. All right, let's let her rip.
Yahtzee.
Hey! This wasn't a waste of money. It actually killed it.
Okay, so the next thing we got to do, we got to dress it with the grinder,
Oh, yeah.
and we got to chamfer it back so we can make a.
Yeah, also, maybe it helped or not, but having the hole saw not like completely over the whole piece and just only covering half of it, maybe that helps with cutting speed too.
All right, we'll get this thing figured out eventually. Good job.
All right. We got this all kind of set up where we want it, just below the crook. I think we mentioned in the last video. We measured from the bottom to the flat piece here, and it's the exact same on both sides. And then we just cleaned it up with some alcohol. And at this point, I'm just probably gonna put 3 tacks on each side, and it should be good. Obviously, clean the other side too before we even weld that. Just gonna do it on the floor, then we'll set it up on a table to get it more leveled out and weld it from there.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Alright, as before, you won't learn how to weld from me, and this is not a how-to weld, but I got the metal, I guess, cross piece welded in place. Don't look too closely. All the way around, it's not going anywhere. So I guess the next part that we're going to start working on is getting the floor plates in place to be able from where this is going to be sitting on.
So we got to massage them just a little bit and massage the floor pan just a little bit.
So right now we're just kind of cleaning up the floor, see what we got, and got a 2-pound, 3-pound sledge over there to beat things over a little bit if we have to. But yeah, this went pretty smooth, so it makes me a little more confident going forward with the rest of this.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. It looks really good.
Ish.
You get there. Okay, with the bar welded in, we're fitting the floor plates and we're rolling them up. We're down in the footwell, bringing it up the side, and we rolled it just a little bit over here to get it closer so I have enough room to weld all the way around. We got this in a position. Our next step is we gotta do a hole saw, put a hole through below the speakers. So we're not going through the speakers, we're going below the, I don't know. Can you point out where we're going through, Ricky?
Yeah, the plan is to kind of drill a hole. We're going to use our biggest hole saw so we have
Plenty of room.
for play. And right in here.
And what we're gonna do, we'll run a string because we want to follow the frame. So we're gonna attach with a 6x6 plate in the back, and it'll tie up to the top of the hoop. So what we need to do is get it straight with the car, and so we'll use a string, figure it out, locate it, and then we'll cut the length.
Yep. Okay, so what we thought we had for good angle, we used the hole saw to cut out there, but it turns out the angle we need to be up a little bit higher. So we're gonna end up using tin snips or something to cut up a little bit higher, and hopefully find the angle we want, because we have a kind of a set place where we want in the trunk to get that welded. So it's getting late, so we're wrapping up for the day, and we'll be back tomorrow. So back at it the next day. We had to make our hole bigger there. It's a lot bigger than what we originally wanted, but to be able to make the bar come up and still touch up here, that's what we had to do. So coming to this other side to learn from the mistake, since we don't have to actually go, make that big of a hole. We started up top and notched the hole up there, so maybe we save some rigidity. We still yet to test pass the pipe through there, but this side will for sure work, and we'll patch it up later. So now the next kind of thing we got going is we're trying to find the angle to which we need to cut our pipe so it'll sit on the plate in the back of the car. So how'd you come up with that?
So we just used the angle finder from inside the car, and I used the phone to measure with the built-in level. This is 29 degrees, and we're going to use the bandsaw to cut this. So I set this up. It's about 61 degrees, and because I have to pull it out so far, it wants to tip, so I just put a piece of steel to hold it. And I got this cardboard tube, so I'm going to go ahead and
Make a test pass?
Make a test pass, because we're going to have to clamp it and get this figured out. We'll make a test pass, see if the angle, see if this works how I think it's going to work, and then we'll cut the real thing.
And then hopefully from there, it'll be the right angle and everything will fit in place.
Right, so then the next step is to see if we'll get it kind of clamped into place, see if you can weld on top, because if you can't weld all the way across the top, we have to drill holes in the floor and drop the bar.
Yeah.
And we're trying to avoid that, but we think we might have enough clearance to weld, so we're going to find out. We may have to cut holes in the floor and drop the whole bar.
Hopefully not, because that'll create a lot more work, but...
Yeah. But no point taking a shortcut, so we'll do whatever we got to do.
Yeah, we got to have a good weld all the way around. We don't want to skimp on one.
Yeah. Well, and that's why we're doing it with the test piece. We got to figure this out a little different. As you see, as we pull it out. All right.
Yeah, let's see if that piece works.
That looks a lot like the angle we wanted. So,
Kind of hard to see, but
yeah.
it's going to take, if it looks pretty close, it's probably going to take us cutting the actual thing and getting it in there. And like you told me, if it's close, we'll grinder it from there.
Yeah, we can grind it, and we're going to have to put a bevel on it anyways. But we'll get it as close as we can, and measure that. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right.
All right.
Your shirt is very fitting for today.
Yes. 1320.
All right, we got it all kind of jigged up. It's all level. Got our 29-degree angle, and hopefully these clamps hold.
I'll guide it.
Right.
But between the clamps, and you're going to catch it in the back, and we should be able to push her through.
Hopefully.
All right. Easy does it.
It's cut. We got the angle we wanted. It actually went by pretty smooth. We didn't end up keeping the clamps on there because when you clamped it up, it raised it up and it wasn't level anymore. So I held it straight in the back, and you just kind of fed it through and cut like butter.
All right, let's fit it up in the car, see how close we are.
So now we're finally ready to start getting our, I guess, I don't know what you call that piece going back, the support going backwards.
Sure.
What do you call that piece? We got this level, got locked in with the 2x4s kind of wedged in there.
Yeah, that's
magnets holding it everywhere. It's pretty held in. So yeah, we're just gonna. It's now time to get them back in there, kind of get them, and then tack it.
Having fun yet, Ricky?
It's not ideal, but it can be done. So we got it pretty good tacked here, and we're pretty level. So can be done.
Okay. So you're gonna try to see if you can get up in that other corner if we got to drop this
Yeah,
or
I
not?
don't think it's gonna be bad from the top and around. But again, this last corner, the gun can get in there. Just me seeing what's going on. That's more of a, I don't know. So that's where I'm trying to see what I could do next.
Okay.
Trying to kind of get in the position with the, because if I don't have it on, I can get back here. I could see it, but that's just not an option. So.
Okay, we'll see what we can do. Well, Ricky, looks like you're drilling in the floor.
We got a lot of work ahead of us now.
It's okay. Yeah, we spent a half hour just trying to fix the other hole saw arbor.
So about to drill straight through.
Yeah,
right,
it looks
right behind it.
Yeah, that looks really good. Do the same thing right behind there. Okay, we got to drop through the floor. And now we'll be able to get up top and weld.
Well, had a little change of plans. So, as you guys saw, we dropped it through the floor in the last part there. And I started kind of welding on this. And I got most of it, but it got really ugly up top there for me. So I got my brother-in-law in here to finish up this one that I started and completely do that other one. And he's a professional welder. That's what he does, and he did a fantastic job on this. So yeah, moving forward from there. Well, I guess we also had it in place, and it's perfect in the back of the car. No issues there. Angle's all right. So now we kind of marked out where the plates are going to be, and we're going to get. If you can see that, we're gonna get this all cleaned up around there, so we get those plates just tacked in place. And from here out, we're pretty much gonna get a good tack on everything. And it sounds like we're gonna have him come back out and weld the rest. But if it's a time constraint or something, we might have to do some of it or something. But so that's where we're at. We're gonna get it cleaned up and get these plates tacked in place.
Looking good, Ricky.
Yep, got the other side due, and then hopefully gets off tack.
And go ahead and tack it in, yeah. Call it good?
Nope.
Got a problem?
Yep.
All right. Hey, what are you doing, Ricky?
Well, I went to tack in the plate, and I boogered up the end of
The tip?
the tip, and so the wire wouldn't feed. Oh, just so simple. Let's just go buy new tips. They don't thread into our welder. They're not compatible. And before even testing that, I just went going straight to the trash with the old one, because we need to make that work so we can finish here.
So you're saying I got to call Eastwood and get the right parts coming?
Yeah, that's a good possibility. So, yeah, let's keep looking for the old tip. Well, it turns out, yeah, those tips didn't work, and we found the old tip. We were able to get it cleaned out enough. In terms of making long beads, I don't know, but for tacking, this old tip will work. We cleaned it out pretty good. Got both these plates tacked. Now the next thing, so we know we're 100% back there, is we're going to be tacking the two bars here. And yes, and we're also sitting pretty level.
Pretty
Just
happy with it.
make sure everything is nice and square before we keep moving forward with the rest of the bars. So not too much here, but we're making good progress.
She ain't going nowhere.
It's tacked. I don't think it's going anywhere now.
Okay.
That's gonna be tricky, trying to get back there. That's gonna be real tough. But I think we got the man for the job.
Yeah.
So, as you guys can tell, we're not the greatest of fabricators or welders, but turns out it seems like we can do most of it. I think almost anybody can do most of this job. Take a lot longer than I thought it would. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. We still got a lot more work to do. A few more tacks to make, but a little on a time constraint right now. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.